Oh, everyone wants Rachel. Is it going to be Fanny? Is it going to be Barbara? I mean, I would never do that to my child.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So good to see you. You're radiant. You're absolutely glowing, and red is a great color on you. But how are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling really good. I'm super grateful to be feeling good. I'm coming towards the end of my pregnancy, so to have the energy that I have now, to be able to keep up with my almost 4-year-old, I'm feeling really grateful for that.
How has this pregnancy been different from the first time around?
This pregnancy has been so different. Just logistically with my son, we were living in California. It was during the pandemic. It was the same time of year but it was just so, such a different experience really being stuck at home and having it was very quiet and sort of peaceful. And now I'm in New York, busy streets, chasing after an almost 4-year-old. So it's a very different experience just, with that alone. But of course, I really believe that having a girl versus a boy, there are some differences of things that you crave and how you sort of feel. I've been craving something that I can't figure out what it is that I'm craving this entire time.
The ice cream cheese.
It's like, I don't know. They're like, what are you craving? I'm like, it's something. I just can't figure it out yet.
Have you been leaning more sweet or savory?
Definitely more sweet, which is so strange because I'm not a sweets person, but I'll find myself like mid-dinner being like, dessert's coming, and like getting excited about it. So it's really wild how that works, but maybe it's all in your head. I don't know.
Is your son is he so excited to become a big brother?
He's really excited. He's so sweet about it. Like, I'm just coming up and like rub my belly. I think he's going to be a really great big brother. And I'm just so grateful that we're able to give him a sibling. I think, I'm very excited about it, to see it. A lot of my girlfriends are pregnant and a lot of people are having girls, which is wild also because in 2020, all of my friends were having boys, and now everyone's having a girl. So
you're all aligned.
The
stars are literally aligned. Speaking of Ashley Tisdale, she's part of this baby boom. She's pregnant at the same time as you, becoming a mom of 2. Have you two bonded over that experience?
Of course. I mean, Ashley is such a dear friend. She's such an amazing mom. She's such an inspiration. She works so hard while juggling a busy career and being an amazing mom. And we've always, although distance, she's on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, but always like texting and giving each other like mom advice. And she called me earlier in the year and she's like, guess what, I'm pregnant. And I was like, me too. And it was so sweet to be able to, and we were able to see each other and get our kids together. So it's really wonderful to have the experience of being pregnant, with people that you're close with and your close friends.
That's awesome. Yeah. Is there sort of some like best mom advice that you two shared with each other you found really helpful?
I mean, like I said, I really just find that she's such an incredible inspiration of being a working mom and being able to juggle a career and being such a fierce, incredible mom at the exact same time. I have such an incredible group of women around me in the industry and not in the industry that I look up to, and coming off of a year of working and being a working mom, I was so grateful to have these great inspirations of strong females around me that I could really look to in times of, oh my God, I'm exhausted, or oh my gosh, how do I do this? To have such a great support system around me.
It's so nice to have a mommy community and be able to give yourself grace.
Yes.
And yes, you are such a hardworking mom. That's something that we've always loved about you. And having your family cheer you on while you were on stage with Funny Girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're a Broadway star. It's really exciting. We're all really excited for Wicked. Are you pumped about that too?
Oh my God. Oh, I was like, wait, I'm not in Wicked.
No, I wish. I would have loved to have seen you in Wicked.
Oh no, the movie coming out in November. Can't wait. I'm deciding whether or not I want to take my son to see the show and then see the movie, or see the movie and then see the show. I've been having so much fun taking him to see Broadway musicals. It's like for me to be able to see him like watch this thing that I love and I've been doing for such a long time. So I'm very excited about the movie, and I think that I'll have to see if it's a little too scary for him. We'll see.
I think maybe start with the show.
Start with the show.
It's just so iconic.
Yeah, but we've done with the Disney movies, we've done the movies and then the show. So we'll see.
He can sing along either way.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We haven't really gotten into Wicked yet. Right now, it's all about trolls.
So you actually sang "Pregnant" for the first time. Tell me about that experience.
Oh my gosh. It is really wild to think about the stuff that I've done this pregnancy that's been so different, because with Ever, we were, home during the pandemic. And with this pregnancy, I've been able to go out and perform. And talking to you right now, like, I can barely catch my breath. So I can't believe that I sang, I sang at Radio City for an incredible event. And yeah, it was honestly such a dream come true to be able to perform. At my last performance, which was just a couple of weeks ago, I was like, okay, I think that that was the last one, because it's really there's no room. There's no room in here to breathe and stuff. But just the other day, I was like, ooh, do I want to find a way to sing one more time and do something, and maybe have a little mini performance, because it really is so incredible to be able to do what I love while being pregnant. I was really nervous, but it was an incredible experience.
It's beyond impressive. I mean, I can't even imagine that talent alone. I don't have, so I respect it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Do you have a favorite lullaby that you like to sing ever?
Well, when I was pregnant with Ever, I had a group of songs that I loved so much that I would sing to him, Sweet Child of Mine and Here Comes the Sun. And then about a year after he was born, I made a children's lullaby album called Forever, because his name is Ever. And on it, I put all of the lullabies that I sang to him. Now, like I said, it's everything trolls. So he'll literally he'll be like, Alexa, play Sweet Dreams. And I'll be like, what are you doing? You're 3 years old. How do you know this?
That's so cute.
So we're no longer singing Twinkle Twinkle. Now we've moved on to Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
That's a banger. Will always be a banger.
Seriously.
Who doesn't love that? Do you have a name picked out yet?
So we're close. We're definitely close. My husband is so surprised that I'm actually the one holding us up. I'm usually we need to figure this out so far in advance. But I don't know. I just think that with our son, we knew the name immediately. It was such a easy thing for us. And this time around, it goes with the theme of things being completely different this time around. But I think we're getting close. We better hurry up, though.
Just wink if Rachel's in the mix.
But I do have to cross-reference if there is a name. I'll be like, does this have any association to anything that I've done in the past?
That is so funny.
It will not be Barbara or Rachel or
I'm
Esther.
A little sad because I will forever love Rachel Berry, but I understand.
I know, but I feel like I'd be more inclined to do Berry, because I think that that's kind of cool.
Ooh,
something like that.
Almost like genderless.
It would have to be a
neutral.
little bit of a, it would have to be a little to the, it couldn't be right on the nose like that.
That's cute. A little ode.
Yeah, exactly.
Easter egg. As, Taylor Swift
likes to
the
do
queen of
so
that.
well.
How is the nursery
Maybe it's
coming
Taylor.
No. Heard it here first.
The nursery, we're living in New York, so the nursery is a small section of a New York City apartment. But it's been really fun to kind of put everything together and get prepared. And just, also though at the same time, really trying to enjoy this time with Ever as much as possible and soak up our time as a family of 3 before everything changes.
What's one thing you learned about taking care of your baby last time that you'll be doing this time around?
Wow, such another great question. Look, I really learned, I learned so much. It was a very interesting time because we were still in this semi-isolation. We moved home shortly after Ever was born, and we lived outside of the city, just us. It was very quiet. And I had almost an entire year of not working and just being at home with him. And I really learned so much about who he is and how to be a mom. My mom was there close by, which was so wonderful. And I got to have this really special one-on-one experience and just learning, everything from what kind of baby he is and how to figure this out and how to do this. So thankful that I had my mom close by. I think this will be a very different experience. The house will be busy and there will be a lot more going on, but we are super grateful to be close to home now. And I think having family close by is the best and something that we're so grateful for.
Sounds like you got this thing down.
No way. No, I mean, you really figure things out as you go. And I know for me, like I said earlier, like I rely so much on the resources of the great moms that I have around me. Like I have such a strong group of women that are on a text chain. And when it's anything from, what does this mean? Or how do I do that? Just really relying on the people that I have around me. Okay, so these are some of my favorite baby must-haves preparing for baby number 2. I obviously have here children's Tylenol, which when I was pregnant with my son, our pediatrician recommended that we fill up our, cabinets at home with all of our first aid, needs. And to me, it seemed so early to be thinking about, our medication and a baby getting sick. But before we knew it, however long after our son had his first ear infection or fever, and we were on the phone with our pediatrician, and she was like, you need to give him Tylenol. And we were so thankful that we already had it at home. So for me, I tell all of my mom friends, when you're preparing for baby, to not forget those items. Children's Tylenol is the #1 pediatrician recommended brand for pain and fever relief. The Children's Tylenol dye-free cherry liquid is absolutely our favorite. It's what we have in our house now. It's what we will be filling up our cabinets with for baby number 2. And I know personally as the mom, it's something that we've been so grateful for since having our son. So this is absolutely going to be in our cabinets now. And even when it gets to I don't even let it get to the end. We have to fill up our cabinets and get some more. We think about things like bottles being super important, which they are. Glass bottles are something that we love, but there's also really great BPA-free plastic bottles as well that are good for traveling and taking to go. And then swaddles. Swaddles are a big thing that we love. There's all different kinds of swaddles. You can do arms up, arms down, Velcro. So I've been making sure that we get as many different kinds as we need depending on what the baby might like. A really good diaper bag is also important. Something that I learned from my first pregnancy, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get such a pretty soft, light colored diaper bag. And before we knew it, it was destroyed and dirty. So I think that getting something more durable with maybe a darker color is what I'm gonna be doing for this pregnancy. And then over here we have liners for changing table, which also at the beginning you're like, beautiful cloth covers for my changing table, and then you find that they get very dirty. So having either washable or disposable liner pads for your changing table is something that I would definitely recommend. So yeah, these are sort of my mommy must-haves, the things that are on the top of my list to make sure that you have when preparing for baby.